Hello, welcome to the stream. Today we have my doggo on my bed chewing on my blanket. She loves to chew on the blankets, which she shouldn't do, but she doesn't put any holes in them, so she gets away with it. But yeah, welcome to the stream. So today I'm going to be working on some Drawfee fan art. Which if you have never heard of Drawfee, then you should, because if you like art and art streamers and art stuff, they're like the best ones essentially. Um, yeah, they're just fantastic and hilarious and do a lot of silly stuff, including their show Drawtectives, which is what I'm doing fan art of. It's kind of like this weird mix of like a like an RPG type, like D&D-ish thing where they're like having to make choices, and the first one they're like, well, actually both of them, they're solving a mystery, but they're doing it as these characters that they've drawn, which, here, let me scroll over. So these characters, or this character, because this is his, and then this is the artist, but he also plays the role of the character. So it's pretty fantastic. So I just wanted to do some fan art of the artists in like fashion-y inspired looks of their characters. So that's what I'm doing. I've already done the line art for all four of the artists that I'm doing. And yeah, so I'm going to be working on rendering that. This is my first stream this year, because I have not had a chance to do anything else. Yeah. So I spent New Year's in another state because that's where my brother lives. And then I spent a whole week there essentially. So, I haven't had like a ton of time for stuff. This particular line art I was almost done with already, so that's kind of nice. I came back and didn't have to do too much more to get this one done. Or this one, I think I already had it done, or it was almost done. I can't remember now. So that one was good. This one was nearly done. I just kind of changed her like waistline and stuff. And then this one I hadn't done a thing on, and ironically it is my favorite one, I think. So, we'll see how they render and all that, but for just line art alone, the one of Karina as Rose is my favorite right now. I just think it's really cute. But anyways, so I'm working on this one first because this is sort of somewhat how I originally got the idea. Is I was watching him on stream, and he was talking about how a fan gave him a necklace inspired by his character of York, and the same day I saw a guy who does like fashion looks for things, and he did one based off of a show that I like, and I was like, you know what, it'd be really fun to draw some fashion looks of like characters. And then I saw the stream later in the day that was like, hey, I just got this necklace that a fan gave me based on York, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should draw them as their characters. That'd be super fun. So that's what I'm doing, for my own amusement, but also, it should be cute enough for good content, I guess. But yeah, so doing this, I think they should all turn out pretty cute. There's some things I'm a little nervous about, so like for this one, I want to add like flower type stuff to the jumpsuit that I made. And there's like some other like little tiny details that aren't necessarily in the line art that I want to add. So stuff like that. But this one I think should, in theory, be pretty straightforward. So that's what I'm doing. Working on what might be the easiest one first. Hopefully is the easiest one. We'll see. But yeah, so just kind of scribbling in the colors that I want for now. And then I kind of try and fill it in a little better. So basically with this one, I went into it, you know, obviously with the general idea, and I looked up just like some pictures on like Twitter that he had posted of himself. That's where I ended up with my reference photos. So artist, he's fantastic. And then I wanted to get one of when he had his hair blonde because I think that'll look really good, sort of matching with the character a little more. So I want to color pick from when his hair was blonde. And then I did, the coat is very similar. And then he has his little armband, which I'll do the same. But I did like these big high collars to make it a little more fashion-y. I kept the turtleneck. I sort of combined the boots, so they're still really tall, but they have like the little flap thingy. And then I gave him a heel because I thought that'd be fun. What else did I do? Oh, so I did like the jewelry, obviously. But what I did is I did this like sort of curvy, fringy, frilly edge. I don't know what the word is, to kind of mimic the torn edges of the original coat, and had it layered under this one. So I did that, and then I also included this little guy who's he's part of the story, because they have to like draw things in order to solve the mystery, which sounds insane if you have not watched it, and it's still a little insane if you have, but it makes a little bit of sense. And one of the things that he's supposed to draw is essentially like himself as a cat, and then he doesn't do it, but somebody else does. So I kept the little cat and have him walking the little York cat. So yeah, hopefully the cat will turn out cute too. I drew the cat where it looks like it's being dragged because I figured it would be incredibly stubborn if you tried to walk it. So I leaned into that and had it where it just looks miserable to be there. Yeah. So that's kind of my thought process with how I designed these specific ones. I get really, like, I go back and forth between being really precise and really sloppy sometimes. So I'll get really nitpicky about some things, and then I'll just like splash color on another. So, and I don't know what part of my brain decides what is what. So who knows? So again, if you have never seen Drawfee at all, you should absolutely check them out. They're the best, and they're very silly. I am gonna get up and close my door because my dog has left my room, and I can now close the door so that more sound doesn't come in than it needs to. And I'm back. Okay. So yeah, I am very happy that I get to color pick for this one, because that always makes things really easy. I don't have to think too hard about what should be, what color Don't have to think about what looks good together. Well, I mean, I have to think about what looks good together to an extent, obviously. I don't want to do something ugly. But I have to think less about it, especially if it's something like this that already has such like a strong, design to it. And I'm just essentially going to be pulling colors from there. So yeah, it should be pretty nice. Let me see. These coats are slightly different browns. I gotta decide what I think will look nicer. I'm gonna start with, oh, I have the wrong thing, with this color, and then kind of fiddle with it, see if I like it or not once all the flats are in. We'll see, hopefully. I have this horrible habit of I'll add like new layers to things without labeling them, and I'll get all mixed up, but I just keep doing it. So, but I like to have different layers for this part of the drawing. Try to do the precise bit first. Already noticing some things I could have done better, but I'm committed at this point, so I'm ignoring that. We're going to ignore all the flaws because I don't feel like dealing with them. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, just noticing some small things that I definitely could have done better. And if I have time later, I may go back and fix, but I might not. Hopefully they don't stand out to anyone else. And if I just don't say what they are, maybe no one will know. That would be ideal. That would be lovely. Okay, get that color. I'm drawing in this whole color fully knowing that the collar that I just did is going to be different than the rest of the coat, and yet I'm still doing it. This is what I mean. I do things that are very unnecessary. But I just sometimes I like genuinely like to have it where the like a single object is all one color, even if I'm gonna add other colors to it later. Essentially just to have it all filled in and full and help me sort of distinguish everything from everything else, essentially. So that's why I'll do stuff like that, where I'll color in a whole collar that doesn't need to be colored in. I'll probably end up coloring in these frills the same color too, because I just do stuff like that. The belt though, not doing the belt. I don't know why my brain has decided it's different than the other things, but it has, so I'm not doing it. I always like doing, well, I don't necessarily like it, but I like it better to do hands that are closed. They're so much easier to draw because you can just do really simple ones very quickly. Whereas I feel like, at least for me, trying to do like quick simplified hands and stuff is very hard for me to do like when they're open, because they just don't look right to me. Whereas like this is incredibly simple, and yet it still looks like a hand. Whereas I feel like when I try to do simplified hands that are open, they look stupid. Doing realistic hands, regardless of how they are, is very annoying. But oftentimes worth it when I'm working on that kind of thing. Because I definitely go back and forth between this sort of drawing, which is my more, stylized and more of like the style that I personally have developed for myself and everything. And then I'll switch over to stuff that is more realistic and, more carefully rendered and stuff like that. And then sometimes I kind of end up doing something in between. I have found another problem with my drawing. This one I think is a little more obvious though. Is that I need to erase that little bit. But again, I ignore my problems for later. I'll deal with it in a minute. Because now that I've noticed multiple flaws, I feel compelled to fix them sooner. Okay. So I also ended up looking up different coats because I wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to do the coat, and I saw this one that was, essentially very similar to this coat, not quite exactly, but it was buttoned up, not this way, because this is more themed off of how it's buttoned up on him, but it was buttoned up, and then it had like this nice flare to it, and I just really liked that, so I did it, essentially. I was like, oh, I want to have a nice flaring coat, especially because I knew I wanted him to be doing a little strut. So I thought, if he's doing a strut, I can make that coat really just, flowing outward and have a lot of fun with it. So that's what I did. I have my little strutting coat here. So another thing I do is I really like to color these things in by hand instead of doing fills. Not because it's any better or anything. It's not. It's the same when you're doing base colors. I just enjoy it like in the sense of like how people enjoy coloring books, It's just like kind of peaceful to be filling this in and seeing the progress. So that's why I take forever doing this part. If I have like a time frame that I have to get something done by, then I'll use fills to kind of speed things along. But when I don't, I just enjoy this nice hand drawing stuff, filling it in on my own. It's just peaceful. And that's kind of one of the main points of art to me, is to just have a nice, peaceful time. Or specifically of making art, I guess, to me, is I like to have a time where I'm just enjoying myself, whether I'm making something serious or something silly. So yeah, this one's definitely on the silly side, but it's still very peaceful to me to fill all this in. I'm gonna fill in the coat. Another thing too is I really love drawing like fashion looks. I don't do it a lot, which is kind of dumb for how much I enjoy it. And these ones aren't even as high fashion as I originally planned, because I just ended up making them a little more, like, not completely true to the characters, but fairly true to the characters. And then I kind of, like, they're all very fashion-y, but not to the level I was originally thinking of. Yeah, I like doing fashion looks because I just think they're fun. And I also just think that depending on who I'm drawing, it can really just make a character come to life a lot more. But I don't do it very often, even though I probably should, because it's a lot of work, and a lot of times I spend too much time working on like a face, and then I don't have the energy to do the rest, essentially. Okay, I want to grab this nice blonde. Here we go. Shoop. Making sound effects. Alright. That looks very, like, peachy to me, now that it's, like, on here. So let me see for a second. Yeah, I guess because the light is orangish, so what I probably should do is take that away. Oh, thank you. I think it's looking pretty decent. Hopefully will turn out looking nice in general once it's done. I really love these artists, so I would want to make something that I feel like they would enjoy, which is how I feel about any fan art of like a real person. Is I would want that person to look at it and like it. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. This one I think is almost a little more high pressure of trying to think of something that these people would enjoy simply because they are artists. And yet at the same time, I feel like they would be very easy to please. So it's both high pressure and low pressure at the same time. Okay, got us some blonde going on here. I forgot to do the tips. Here we go. Oh, nice. Yeah, I honestly, Drawfee is the funniest thing in the world. And I really appreciate them and how, like, they're both really, like, passionate about what they do, and they also don't take it too seriously at the same time, you know? Like, they get to choose when they want to, like, go crazy intense about a specific piece and, you know, get it all, like, perfect and just how they want it, and then the next thing they're, like, drawing something completely stupid, and I appreciate that. I feel like as someone who does, you know, do art, it's nice to see that, like, people that you can kind of look up to a little bit, like, they don't even take themselves that seriously, and it's just nice, I guess. So they're definitely the coolest. I love people that are just silly. I don't want to do that a different layer. So hopefully I'll be able to get, like, my plan is to try and get the flat colors in for at least 2 of them tonight. Because I think it's more fun to do it little by little than to try and, like, get all of one done in one night. But yeah, so hopefully I do that. So we'll see. I think that these have been, oh, Well, thank you for showing up. I'm glad you enjoyed what you saw. And have like a wonderful evening or whatever time it is for you. Um, but yeah, so I'm hoping to get the flat colors done and possibly on all four of them, because let me see, what time is it? We'll see. At least two of them, hopefully three of them. I don't know which ones I'll work on, in what order, I mean. But I think they should be pretty fun. Yeah. Get these boots done. I feel like the colors aren't exactly how I want them right now. But that's the nice thing about digital art, is you can really mess around with that pretty easily after the fact. Whereas when you're doing traditional art, like once you color something, it can be a huge pain to fix the color if you don't like it. So yeah. Here we go. Oh, my dog's trying to get in the room again. We'll see if she barks or not. If she barks, I'll let her in just to let her be quiet, but if she doesn't, I'm gonna leave her out there. She's got other people she can bother. No, she's a very sweet dog. Both of our dogs are very sweet. I can hear her sniffing around out there. I'm pretty sure it's our silver lab, because I feel like the other one would have already been barking by now. Because our Labrador is very Labrador. She's very chill when she wants to be, and very spazzy the rest of the time. But she's like the quietest Labrador we've ever had. And then our other dog is a Belgian Tervuren, which is very similar to a Belgian Malinois, which is the more known breed. In fact, they look really similar. It's more like she almost just looks like a long-haired Belgian Malinois. But she definitely has like the personality of a boisterous and loud kind of dog, and she's very sweet and affectionate when she wants to be, and very loud and obnoxious when she wants to be. So, but she's very sweet, so we love her. Okay. I wanted to do the same dark brown on the turtleneck here. His turtleneck is black in the actual thing, but I wanted to have just a little more like actual color happening. Just cause. Okay, and then what I wanted to do is I want to get, here we go. I want to get this red or this red. I'll stick to the same colors, I guess. Okay. I'm going to use that for, oops, my stomach is making weird noises. Use that for the belt. And I'm also going to use it for the leash. Little cat leash. There we go. And then cat leash. Poor little guy. This is why I should use fills, so I don't spill over stuff. Make my life easier, except I want my life to be hard. Clearly. See, I'll use the like thing that makes straight lines, you know, that, for actually like drawing the line art, but I won't use it to fill something up, which is dumb because it would probably be so much easier. It'd also be easier if I zoomed in instead of doing it from 5 miles away. Here we go. Make that a little more precise there. I don't know why I'm like this. The world may never know. Oh my goodness. Just staring intensely at this leash. Okay. Leash is done. I have survived dealing with leash. I think I actually want to do red for the pants underneath. I just think that would be cute. Or maybe... Hold on. Processing. I think I kind of want to do pops of red instead of the like lighter bits of the jacket, but I'm not sure because I think that'd be really cute, but I also think that nah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the little red pops instead. So I think that'll be nice. And if it's not, then I just redo it. Oh yeah, I think that's gonna be cute. Or wait, you know what I could do? I'm having like second guessing, but like third and fourth guessing as well. Is I could take the green of, you know, actual York and do that on the coat, because that would be cute potentially. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave the little bit of red I have, and I'm going to color grab some green and do it on a different part, and then judge what I like better. So let's see. Ooh, see, I like that. So like nice and like this contrast of the nice cool green tone on the warmer brown. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'll decide in a second. Okay, let's see. What do I like better? I'm gonna just stare intensely for a second. I like the green. I'm going for green. It's cute. So there we go. Green it is. Yeah, that's super cute. I like that a lot. Good for me. I'm capable of making a decision. Never know sometimes. Okay. I think that this is one of my favorite parts of drawing, is doing the flat colors, because it is just so peaceful. It's literally just like doing a coloring book, except I made the lines of the coloring book. Especially when I'm doing it in this style rather than the like really like painterly style, because that one I have to be thinking about like what texture I'm doing, and you know, other thoughts have to be involved, whereas when I'm just doing this more simplified style that I like, it's, you know, I just use the like ink brush basically the whole time, because it's very like even and simple, and I like it. You know, and sometimes I kind of do a mix of more like realistic and more, you know, stylized and stuff. But this, I think, is the most peaceful, is once I've done the line art, just coloring it in like a coloring book. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, I like that. I've been trying to figure out how I wanted to bring the green in, so I think that's a nice way to do it. And then I'm going to do the collar as well. So yeah, gonna green that collar, which I need to fix. Collar has issues. Yeah, that's, I think, really pretty. I like this green a lot too. It seems like a color I would just pick randomly if I had to like just pick a pleasant cool tone color. Like, this is absolutely a green I would go for. So, you know, yay for me. Getting most of the big stuff done at this point. I have to do his armband, do his earrings, and I have to do the little bit of his pants that you can see. So this, if I fix it, I'll have to kind of cut across here, and then this would be kind of like that. Unless I kind of do like that, which is probably better. Okay, I'm gonna fix the lines real quick. Man, my stomach is just going today. That's terrible. Okay. Hang on. Make my brush even tinier. Oh, I didn't actually grab the color. That's not it. Why is this being... Oh, you know what? It's because I have it set on a, like, set to, like, average the colors out because I was doing a different thing. So I need to bring this down here a little bit. And then I can just grab the color. There we go. I forgot about what I was doing before. Brush. Why is my brush big again? Okay. Now I can do what I said I was going to do. Because this would actually come... Oops. I'm already making it worse, so just ignore that. It's that this right here wouldn't be a thing. And then just close that a little better. I feel like there was another bit up here that I had seen that was flawed. Oh, there we go. There's that. And then go down here to fix this. And I've made that part ugly. Okay. There's just like a few little bits where when I was redoing some things, it kind of got a little messed up. And I didn't notice until now. Which unfortunately happens a lot. Okay. This is better. It's just I was noticing more and more things, and so I was like, I should probably fix it now instead of later. Okay. That's good enough. Doesn't need to be perfect. Okay. So we have cute green collar, green ruffles. I need to do his little armband thingy. Go. Armband and his little knees, and then I need to deal with the cat. Oh, I think it's raining outside. That's super nice. Oh, I'm super on the wrong layer. Bad. Okay. I'm actually gonna make this even smaller. These ones are the ones that go that direction, right? Oh, good, they are. Okay. Just checking. Actually, you know what I should just do? Is I should, after all that, I'm just going to color it all the way in and then just do little triangles of the other color over the top. Because that's smarter. Okay. Scroll on over. Get that other color. I'm actually going to zoom in more, I think. And yeah, this should turn out nice. Yeah, okay. Just gonna color it in. Oops, that one looks dumb. All right, I fixed it. I think that this is turning out good. I'm very happy with how the line art for all 4 of them turned out. Which is always super nice. Usually when I do like a series, there's like 1 or even 2 that like I really, really like, and then there's some that it's like I never want to look at that again. And this one I think is very much still like I really am enjoying it. I really like how it looks. Sorry, I noticed just a little bit there that needed some extra. Okay. Armband. Why am I doing it that big? Okay. Armband. Good. And then I want to do these red, I think, and then I'm going to zoom out and decide if I actually like that. If I don't like having a little color pop there, I'm just going to turn them the same color as the boots. Which, speaking of, let me kind of fix this a little bit. Okay. Do I like the color pop? I do. It stays. So then, for the flat colors actually just on him, I think all I need to do, there's two things I need to do. I need to do the earrings. Just let me get that. All right. Oops, apparently I did not actually get it. I just thought I did. Come on. Give me earring color. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Earrings. There we go. Those are nice and cute. And then, oh, I remember. I needed to get this brown. And do this part. Ooh, you know what I should do? I'm gonna add just a smidge of extra time to myself, but I think it'll be worth it. Is I should actually take this brown and I should make it the same. Hold on. Where is the brown I'm looking for? There it is. Okay. Gonna be smart. I'm gonna use a fill. Yeah, that's nice. I like that better. Yeah, I think that looks good. Make sure this got it. Hard to tell because my eyes don't like color. Yeah, that went okay. Yeah, I like that. It kind of has it flow a little better. So now I have to work on the cat, which is a ridiculous little creature. Okay. Cat, and then flat colors are done. I know I haven't done his eyes yet, but I usually don't do the eyes during the flat colors. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't. Okay. I just completely blanked out on what I needed to be doing. Get our nice little green for our nice little boy. Honestly, I think I'm just going to color him entirely green and then add the other colors on top. I think that'll be easier for me. Just kind of help make things more distinct. Okay. Zoom in even more on this pathetic little fellow. I truly love him. Okay. I think he's such a cute little design. Little kitty who's just got the biggest, saddest, most upset eyes and the meanest little eyebrows. And she's just so cute. I love him. It's also not very hard to draw, which is nice. Like, I mean, it's probably evident with how many flaws there are, but I drew him really fast and he looks pretty similar. You know, like his design looks nice and similar to the original. Mistakes and all. Okay, I keep hitting that instead of what I actually want because apparently my brain just doesn't know how to function. So, yay. Okay. There we go. He's just so cute. I truly love him. I love the pose that I put him into. It just makes me happy. I see this cat and I think, yeah, I made good choices including him. He would not be complete if I didn't include this little guy. Little kitty. The most upset little cat. He's a good cat. I'll have to do the armband again. Gosh dang it. Oh well, that's for later. Actually, can you see the armband on him? Oh, you should be able to, but I forgot to draw it. Well, I'll deal with that in a minute. This poor little cat. Oops. Ah! I've done bad things. Okay. Oh, I had it on eraser. I was like, why doesn't that look yellow? Because I was erasing it. There we go. There's his little teeths. It is nice to just color grab real quick. Because you know, I'm not making any changes to color or anything. So he gets to be nice and easy. I appreciate that about him. He's a good kitty. Okay. He's almost done, I think. Because let's see, I need to do this little bit. I need to do armband. I need to do earrings. I think that's all. That, do earrings, and then I'll do the armband. He's just so, he's so cute though. Okay, armband. Doing this again. Where did I put him? There he is. And get that other color. Put the finishing touches on the boy. Oh, that's right. I made it where I can't erase because I'm dumb. Hold on. I'll fix this. I made it worse. Okay. There we go. No, I don't like that one. It's not as good. Okay, armband achieved. So, I think got all these nice flat colors for Jacob as Fashion York. This took longer than I expected for just drawing one of them. Well, just doing the flat colors for one of them. But he's looking good. I think I want to work on... I'm going to decide which one I think will be the easiest to do the flat colors. He could be easy. This one, no, that's going to take forever. Karina might be easy. I think I'm going to work on Karina. She's so adorable. This one I think is my favorite for like just generally how it turned out and stuff. She's just so cute. Trying to decide which coat like do I want to color pick from. Choices, choices, choices. Oh, it also would be good to be on a different layer so I don't color over my lines. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with this one that has like a slight purpley kind of thing going on. Do that for her jacket. Oh, I can make this bigger. Okay. So this one is the one that was actually the easiest to draw for whatever reason. Sometimes I genuinely don't know which ones are going to be easy and which ones aren't going to be hard. I thought that I thought this one was going to be easy, but then I decided I wanted to have him kind of popping his shoulder forward, and then that made everything hard. Otherwise, it would have been very easy, I think, if I just did a simple pose. But I didn't, so I lost my train of thought. Oh, just that this one ended up being the easiest, which is nice because it was the last one I did, and I was like, okay, these other ones have taken me so long, I gotta do another one, and then I just cracked this out, and not only was it the fastest, but it is my favorite out of the four of them. I think it has a lot of personality. I think it's really cute. I think it captures the essence, I guess, of both both of the character designs, you know. So like she has, you know, a dress, but it has like this top to it instead of this top. The jacket is pretty much the same except for it's all fluff instead of it being like a real hood. It's just a big fluff. Because I just thought that'd be fun. I did like socks that don't go the same length so that I could have long sock and short sock. I did boots that are similar but not the same as those boots. I did the little strappy that she has here, but instead of it being like a holster or whatever, she has her little keychains. Well, she has one of the keychains here. I'll zoom in. So she has this little train keychain, so I drew that in my little simple way, and then I drew another of the little cat because she's the one that drew the cat. So even though the cat is the other character, or a version of the other character, she's the one that drew it, so I thought it'd be fun to include that in some form, and I ended up going with the keychain because that was easy and cute. So like I said, like everything for her just totally came together really easily. It was just super nice. So hers is my favorite, like very much my favorite. And at the same time though, I genuinely like all of them. Whereas sometimes when I try to do series, there's some that I'm like, I don't really know how I feel about this one, but it's good enough, and I need to get through all of this, so I should just do it. And then I end up never liking that as much. So even though this one is like my favorite, I still really like all of them, which is always so nice. I think the fact that I was drawing real people, like that always, I think, makes me try harder, because I don't want to draw someone and, like, on the super off chance that anyone I've drawn sees that drawing, I don't want them to be like, oh my gosh, I look terrible, you know? So I think I try a little harder when it's real people than I do when it's just like some cartoon character, or when it's one of my own characters. Well, actually, I tried decently hard for most of the drawings of my own characters, because I want people to get a good sense of who they are from my art. So I guess other people's character designs I get a little lazy on sometimes. But yeah, I think she's really cute. Like, and I tried to give her, like, not like a bright grin or anything, but like just a little tiny hint of a smile, and I think it was really hard. I tried, like, that's the only thing that took me a while, was her face. It just didn't look, like, either it didn't look like her, or it wasn't the right expression, and it's like I couldn't get one or the other. It was either, like, the right expression but didn't look like her, or it looked like her but the expression wasn't what I wanted, and I was like, but the rest of it just went by real easy, which is practically unheard of. I know I want to do the pink for the socks because it's just so cute. Oops. Anyway, I'm super happy with how this one looks, and I hope that as I render it, it continues to just delight me. Oh, and I gave her a knife that you can only kind of see. Like, you see the blade, but you don't see her holding it, kind of thing. Because her character is a knifey kind of girl. So yeah. She has little, like, subtle but not hidden, I guess. Because, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could have made it even more obscured, but I was like, no, this is good. I like having just a little knife point sticking out. So yeah, I'm very much enjoying this one in particular. I like all of them. Happy with all of them. This one's my favorite. You know, and I often, with shows in general, when you have a really good cast of characters, um, or in this case, because they're, you know, real people, just a really good, like, a group with a good energy, I guess. Um, I often jump around between which of them is my favorite. Um, so I go in phases, like, just in whose jokes I enjoy the most, or uh, whose art I'm enjoying the most, or whatever. I kind of hop around a little bit and just like, oh, I really enjoy that. Oh, I really enjoy this. And, but apparently, my favorite for drawing them is Karina. So, let's see. I want to get this. Let's see if I can get, there we go. Yeah. I spent forever on this hand and I still think it looks just okay, but it's not the whole point of the drawing, so it's fine. I say I spent forever, but like, I spent a little more time on it than I did other parts. I didn't spend a ton of time at all on this drawing. So yay me. Because it's very cute. I didn't spend very long on the pose part for Julia, because she, like, does this thing that I've seen her do, like, on their stream and stuff, where whenever she has, like, an outfit that she wants to show off, she does this little stance thing. And so I was like, well, even though the others are doing, like, fun, you know, fashion-y kinds of pose things, I want her to be doing her little look at my outfit stiff stance thing. So I did that, and then I didn't like, well, it's not that I didn't like it. I didn't like for her having it be like a skirt, because everything I've seen is that she really likes wearing pants and suits and stuff. So I was like, how do I translate this into pants but still have it be kind of funky? And so her hips, here, hold on, her hips actually come around this way. But I did where it kind of sticks out like that, just because I thought it'd be fun. And I like it a lot because it has like this singular line to it now, you know, instead of having like curve. And so then the curves are more in the cloak and, you know, down here and stuff. But her, you know, she's just like a vertical line, and then there's some slight curve on the edges, and I like that. Oops. So anyways, that was a complete tangent, and I don't even remember why I started talking about it. So yeah. One thing that I want to do is, well, not for sure want to do. It's one thing I might do is, instead of having this be all one color, I might have it like purple and then have like the darker color, but I don't know yet. It depends on what I end up feeling like by the time I get to that point. So yeah, to get this color. Rosé's, I think, like, her character is very, like, she's not the kind of humor that's, like, gonna be right, you know, like, I don't know how to phrase what I'm thinking. She's, like, a very, like, knife's edge kind of humor, You know, it's like you almost don't see it coming, and yet it's so funny. So I don't know. I hope that conveys what I'm actually picturing, but she's very good. I love her. I love both the character and the artist, obviously, or I wouldn't be doing this fan art. I love all of them because they strike me as just very genuine and nice people. Everything I've heard about people who've gotten to interact with them is that they're just really nice, and so it's always good when something you like is made by people who are good. And I definitely feel that way about Drawfee and Drawtectives. Is they just seem like people who are doing good. They're nice. And I'm always in support of people who are kind. So, good for them. Love to see kind people succeeding. Gosh, these colors are so nice. I like them because they're like vibrant and not in your face at the same time. These are like not colors I would ever pick, and yet I love them. So maybe I should do more of this kind of color scheme. It's just a very like pleasant purple to look at. I tend to get a little nervous when I'm like picking my own colors, trying to do purples, because I'm always a little worried they don't look how I think they look because I'm partly colorblind. Some of them, like I get a little nervous with blues if they're like on the color wheel, if they're like a little close to the purple, because I'm like, oh, what if it's actually purple and I don't realize it? Suspicious. But it's whatever. Okay, I should probably get a nice color. Her pictures are very like filtered, so uncertain about getting like a good skin tone off of it, because they're very like, they have like that kind of the colored filter. I don't know, my brain is going blank, which means I've been doing this too long tonight. Yeah. I feel like she has like a similar skin tone to Rosé, so I could just use Rosé's skin tone and hope it looks good enough. I think I'll do that for now, and then I'll go and see if I can find another reference image that isn't as heavily filtered and try and get a good skin tone from that. But if I go ahead and fill it in now, I can just like color adjust rather than having to like redo everything. So yeah. And this should be close enough that it's not like difficult to like get it just right. Although putting it on here does look a little different. I feel like the way it's shaded makes it read a lot differently than it does when it's just a flat color. Because this looks, yeah, it just looks very different to me. But that happens all the time. So we'll see. We'll see. I will probably change it a few times. That's also part of why I like to keep my base color layers separate, is it's easier to like adjust the colors individually if I do that. So I like to keep them separate for that precise reason. Oops, I have gone over in a couple places. Oops. Just messing up all over the place right now. Okay. I love a good cutout in an outfit. It's just, I don't know, it just adds, like when it's done well, it adds just so much. When it's not done well, it looks trashy, in my opinion. You can wear whatever you want. But a good cutout is just so nice. Yeah. Again, hoping to have at least 2 of the base colors done by the end of the night, or into the stream tonight. It looks like I will, because she's not going to be as complex as the Jacob as York drawing, simply because of the way she's designed. At least I think she's not going to be as complex. But yeah, so I should be able to do that. Plus, I don't have to draw a whole cat, so, or color a whole cat. I would color a tiny cat, but it's different. Tiny cat, I'm just gonna do like a green and then a little bit of yellow, and I'm not gonna get super detailed with it because it's tiny cat. Okay, we have skin tone. Gosh, she's so cute. Again, it's very heavily filtered, but I feel like, yeah, it's so purple with the filter on it. I wonder if maybe this one's a little better. Not really. I'm trying to get some of this spot that's like looks more brown to me. It's fine, because I'm just gonna do what I said earlier and find another reference image later and do some color adjusting, so it should be close enough. It's definitely lighter, but I can darken it up too. It's a starting place. I didn't think about the color picking when I was picking the reference images. I was just thinking about getting good images of faces. Otherwise, I would have picked differently. These are so cute. I've said that so many times, but like I'm really, really enjoying how these particular drawings are coming out. I'm gonna need to adjust that a little, I think. Oops, I went over a bit. I feel like sometimes I'm mumbling and I need to not do that because otherwise I might not pick up on the mic. Yeah, okay. That is a good start, I think. Fill in that eyebrow. I think I'm gonna get this color again for the glasses. Oh, I should have done this on a different layer. Oh well, I'm not gonna change it now because I'm lazy. I'll just regret it later. That's cute. Okay. And then I want to use the same for the little strappies. Had to do the little strappies because they're so cute. And shoes. Oops. Yeah, I feel like she's going faster, so that's nice. Which, I mean, she went faster with sketching her too, so. Probably gonna change the base of the sole. There we go, the sole of the shoe. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. Probably gonna change it to a different color, but I haven't decided yet if I want that to match this or if I want it to be closer to the shoes that she actually has with this. So I have to decide that. I also feel like I don't feel like I know I made mine a little more square. I definitely like doing shoes that are very shapy. Okay. I'm gonna get this color and add a layer. Oof, before I put the background in, this is going to be hard for me to tell if I have it fully covered. Making mistakes as usual. Okay. This is random, but I've had the same song in my head all day and it's just playing on repeat, and And I mean, it's a good song, but like there comes a point when you just want your mind to stop. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting tired. I can feel it. Which means I probably won't do this for much longer. See if I can finish her or not before I completely run out of energy. It is waning. Okay, just gonna do this big chunk. I think this is the last like big part that I have to color, or do the base color, I should say. Alrighty, almost. Okay, in theory, that is all covered. And then I just need her little keychains, her knife. I think that's it for the base colors. Although, you know what I do think I want to do is I think I want to see how it looks if I do this. I think I like that because it has that nice lighter color that kind of ties into down there. And if I decide I don't like it later, I can change it. These big chunky shoes. Okay. So, keychains, knife. The knife, I just want a little bit of a gray. I'm not even gonna bother changing the layers, which I'm gonna regret later, I'm sure. Little gray. And then for the others, I want the pink that she has. Oops, not that pink. Hey, come on. Give me the right pink. Oh, I almost had it. There it is. Okay. With that. Yeah, I can just keep it on that layer. Pink. Zoom in. I need to make this smaller now that I'm doing these tiny things. Okay, and then I need the darker pink. Okay. Darker pink. Navigating while zoomed in is just wild. I don't know why I do it. Okay, and then I need the color that's on the face of the train. And scrolling over. Okay. Train. Good. Now what I need, I'm actually gonna hop back over to our boy over here for this poor little kitty. So I guess it's a good thing that I did her now, because it's easy to hop over now. There we go, and then gonna get the brown, and then that's all I'm doing for this little tiny one. Okay, base colors complete, I think. Hopefully there's not something just glaringly obvious that I've missed. I need to look up a better reference photo for like color wise, because again, highly filtered. But other than that, I think base colors are looking good. Her definitely needs to be darker, but this was the brownest color I could get out of there. Yeah, so I think she's looking good, looking cute. I think he's also looking good and looking cute. And then here are the ones that I haven't done anything besides the line art on. Oh, apparently I need to save her. So yeah, this is going to be annoying to do all of these, but I knew that when I was drawing it, so I have no one to blame but myself. And then we have our wonderful little Karina as Rosé. Adorable. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will hopefully be streaming on Friday, having sort of a weird beginning of the year, which I feel like happens to a lot of people. So we'll see. But yeah, hopefully back on Friday. Hopefully I'll be able to get the base colors for these two done. I don't know yet if I'm going to work on these off stream at all or not. I might work on other projects and do these fully on stream, aside from the line art that I already did. We'll see. Yeah, but one way or another, I'll definitely be working on these. It's just a matter of like what stage they're in, of whether or not I work on them in the off time or not. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, and I hope that it was enjoyable, and yeah, thanks for watching.